Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream session. These are becoming more and more consistent. Very, very excited about it. And there's just a lot of stuff happening right now. We just announced our online hackathon, XRCC, which then follows into an in-person hackathon as well in Berlin. So very excited about this. Lots of moving parts, but I want to talk about something very essential that is really underrated right now. Like many people talk about that stuff, positive, negative, lots of things going on right now. This is also not a session dedicated only to the Meta Ray-Bans. It's really talking about big picture AI glasses, to be honest, because there's a lot of interesting things about them that not too many people talk about. And in this session, I want to talk about the business cases of these AI glasses, because they are cool as a consumer gadget, to be honest. Last stream, I built a app real quick in a few hours. I showed this live to you. This was pretty cool. You can use them again to listen to music, to take your calls. I think that's pretty nice. But I think the real benefit and the real values in the business B2B cases. And this is something that is completely underestimated right now. There's not too many people talking about this, and I think there's a really, really strong window of opportunity right now. And if you are able to tap into that market, kind of like figuring out, okay, how do you address enterprises? How do you build these use cases? Where even are these use cases? Then this can be a very interesting year for you. And of course, this is something that requires a lot of knowledge on the technical side, of course, like what are these classes capable? How do you translate it into business values? Which is why I have my partner and really, really experienced person, Camilo Stark, as well. He will join us in a few minutes from 1SP. They are also our co-organizers for this year's XRCC, which is very exciting because we are now finally bridging our top community with our enterprise partners. So if you are joining XRCC, by the way, if you haven't, do that now, then we will help you to actually get connected to these big companies who have big budgets for creating cool and useful use cases. In this stream and in this video, we'll talk about 3 cases that are not only specific for one vertical, not only for one industry. They are actually horizontal. So these could be applied to many different industries. This could be going into kind of like tourism. This could be going to manufacturing. This could be going to healthcare. This could be going to sales, like a bunch of different industries. And this is exactly where we will have Camilo also discussing with me some of these cases. In the end, we have a Q&A as well where you can ask all of your questions. And I think that is something where we can now see, okay, how is the shift from consumer glasses to B2B glasses happening, and how can you benefit from this as well? So these 3 cases, we will start with that. And first of all, before we do this, again, let me introduce, again, one of our closest partners, Camilo Stark. He has been very, very helpful for really making XRCC what it is, like the reason why we have these big name companies also, Strauss, Cupra, Puma, Zalando, and so many big names. And this year, even more, is a lot due to him and 1SP, and very, very excited to kind of take this model that has been working super well the last couple of years, take it ×5 and really show, okay, how can we bridge the community and the enterprises together. And now, without further ado, let me invite our second guest on this ever show, Camilo Stark.
Hi, nice to meet you.
There we go. So very, very cool to have you again. Super, super excited to talk about business in XR and smart glasses. I think you're the perfect person to talk about this, to be honest. Like, yeah, you see flexing already. I think in a few months we have like a big lineup of like a bunch of glasses and just like showing how they work. But so what do you think about what I said in the intro? There's so much talk and like buzz about using these as an everyday kind of like here I have them, I listen to music, I walk around, I ask the AI something. But how do you think about the business angle of that? Like, where are the opportunities? Where are people sleeping on that? And where are some of the most interesting use cases?
Yeah, thank you. I totally agree with what you implied, and I would frame it a little bit different. I don't think it's a buzz or a hype currently. It's already past that. We see that in the number, in the adoption rate, in the take rate, in the usage, and you see who's entering, right? So Meta was first. Samsung is coming, Google is coming, Apple is coming, ByteDance will have something in the future, I will say. So Snap is coming. Everybody is jumping on that device category, which for the first time ever really holds the potential to be the number one personal device and make actually this a companion device, right? Like switch that around. And obviously, there are always three verticals to you have to consider in terms of audience. It's B2C, right? It's what you said, Spotify. Then it's B2B2C. So let's say a Lufthansa leveraging that for their audience and like passengers like you, me, or NBA or whoever is developing something for their audience. And then it's basic B2C, B2B, right? So on the CES, we had Siemens on stage and showing what industrial AI can do and what kind of part this will play in the future. So on those three verticals, I think we have the first return on investment, or the most likelihood of return on investment in B2B. Then it goes to B2B2C, and then it's B2C, because not everyone has those glasses yet, and they will dramatically rise in growth and adoption, and everybody will have them as soon as other players enter the market as well. But to build as a company a return on investment use case on such the B2C level is difficult, because you have to.
Yeah.
Today, your audience probably not as big that justifies it, or it's difficult to find. I guess there are some, but B2B is easy. You can say, I have this amount of employees, I have to buy them those devices, I have to establish this platform infrastructure, and then based on that, I can calculate the benefits, the cost efficiency, operation efficiency. So, and that's where companies and clients of ours are looking into. And yeah, it's really, really promising. And yeah, so sorry.
No, that's perfect.
Long answer.
That's a good intro, long answer to all of this. I think, again, like there's the cool thing, and this is also why I have you here as a guest. There's so many people talking about the future of AI glasses and all of that stuff, but you're like somebody who has been working with Lufthansa, Cupra, Strauss, like all of these very big companies. You have been driving ROI with XR cases already many years ago. So it's not like you can you also walk the walk. I think that's the big differentiation. And for this one, I would love to now introduce the first use case category that we have defined that is just very interesting across multiple horizontal industries. And I think maybe you can also kind of shine some light how you see this case in terms of your existing or potential new customers. Like, what are you guys cooking behind the scenes? And before I let you share your thoughts, the first use case I want to talk about is AI Visitor Companion. So personalized experience and flow optimization for capacity-bound environments. And there's a ton to unpack here. I will let you start, and then I will fill some blanks.
Yeah, I guess that is one of the hottest topics out there. And first layer why that is very interesting is it applies to many industries. So wherever you have people coming and the capacity is fixed to a certain amount, the one who is running that location has to increase his revenue, has to grow in a certain way, right? But there's the capacity. So let's assume a theme park. There's only
theme park, yeah.
a certain number of people you can fit in a theme park, right? How you can increase revenue? Yeah, you can make the ticket more pricey, but then demand will decrease, right? So that's one category. First, and next thing is cruise ships, for example, or hotels. Also, same applies to this industry. You can only hold a certain capacity. So how to increase their revenue? Same question. And we can go all the way, like stadiums, concert halls, even airports. It's a different business model there, but it applies to many, many, many verticals as a horizontal solution. And again, the problem is, how can you grow in your KPIs, which, let's put it this way, making more money is always a good thing to grow. And there you can see, okay, if I'm not capable to increase the prices unjustified or anyhow, we can offer a new and better service. So imagine you going to a theme park, right? And I know by personal experience, you like to do those crazy.
I love those. I know you hate them.
I don't hate them. I'm just afraid, right? So you and me, right? We would have
very different experiences.
Very, very. So I would hang out and do the food, and you do the crazy ass stuff. But so you go there, and maybe today you want to do the kick-ass, biggest and newest roller coaster, but probably there are a lot of people have the same idea. So what are you going to do? You stand in line. Well, maybe you can buy a VIP ticket, but even with that concept, you stay in line. So you're going to be a little frustrated during that time, and actually
waiting for like 3 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah,
waiting lanes are insane. Like sometimes like
exactly.
2 hours.
Yeah, and then so you're frustrated, and the park doesn't get anything out of you in that time. So what about the visitor companion tells you, hey, Dinesh, I booked the ticket because I know you like this one, but I have an idea. From what I understood,
and this will
then
other ideas already. Like
exactly. Yeah, so they talk to you. Yeah, they talk to you. They even guide you. Say, take a left and go to this big ass tower there, and let's do this first. In the meantime, right? And they keep you entertained. They provide you a service that makes you even spend more money, but also provide you a service. So it's a win-win.
And increase the experience of the user. I think that is also pretty important, of course.
Yes, like yes, because you don't get frustrated, right?
So yeah.
With service, you explore everything. The glasses or the application behind it is connected to the system of the park, so they know where the visitors are. They know by historical numbers. Okay, at this time, at this day, and this weather, and so on, people are going to be there at this. So it's guiding you in a most efficient way to your personal need and demands. So it's so interesting what you can do, and the data that's used to give you that better experience becomes more and more valuable. But now jump on the cruise ships, right? Like those big ass cruise ships. Like you can, okay, what's up for dinner today? Is there anything special?
And there's probably like a lot to explore also, and you're like,
exactly,
okay,
right? So big. And then they can guide you to it again, check on that, but let me hang around the pool, get some sun, and then it tells me, hey, there's a happy hour. You want a drink? I can order one for you and let it be sent to you. That's good.
And so then you arrive and the drink is already finished, and you don't have to pull out your phone. You don't have to go through.
They come to me, right? Yeah, exactly.
And the personal experience, like they already know, okay, you like mojito and I like gin tonic, and then it's like, hey, Dinesh, I've reserved the gin tonic for you right there. You can meet Camilo here and here, and then we arrive. We have our drinks immediately, and you can kind of like. I think that's one of my experiences that I have with these glasses. You remove friction and you make things smoother. It's the same with like the very basic things, like just taking on a call or like getting a WhatsApp message or like listening to music. It sounds very obvious, like very like duh, of course. But if you like experience it yourself, because the interesting thing with those glasses is you're not really conscious with them. Like you just have them on, and then I don't know, you can listen to music, you can change something. it's kind of like seamless. I think that is like one of the things where I felt a different type of experience, where you can then throw in some new ideas, of course.
Totally agree. I always frame it a bit different. But it comes down to it reducing friction, right? It's making the access to digital services even more easy. And whatever does something more easy, it's likely to be successful, because now I can just talk to my digital applications, right? And say, hey, open this. Please turn on the heater. What's the range of my car? Or in this case, with this tourism or visitor companion idea, and on a cruise ship, I can say, what's up for dinner? What restaurants would you recommend today? And also, I don't want to wait so long, and I don't like it crowded. Today, I really want to be quick, and so it's so easy to access the information, right? And to access this value on those applications that are probably out there, but I don't have to pull out my phone, find the app, open it, navigate through it. I can directly address my need. And again, that's convenience, and
people love convenience for sure.
Yeah, sign me up. So again, and then imagine all that is only 2 examples. Why I think this creates a tremendous value to everyone, to the owner of, let's say, location, theme park, cruise ships, airport, so on, but also to the people. So,
exactly.
Right, and to the users, and that's why I think it's a area we should focus on.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think this is something that is so underrated and underestimated in especially our niche, like the XR niche. Like, people think, hey, this is really cool, but then they expect like businesses, companies pay, I don't know, tens or hundreds of thousands of euros, but then there's no clear ROI, no clear KPIs. They're not like, hey, why does it help the business? Usually it is, of course, increase revenue or increase savings, of course, like increase efficiency, so you save more money, which is very common for XR, like with training, for example. You also want to have other things like, I don't know, increase safety, like stuff that a company person, like a business person, would care about, next to, hey, this is really cool. And I think this is like a really important shift everybody building products in B2B needs to know. Like this is cool is a side effect, but then you need to like show the exact numbers. And the interesting thing with this case, with the visitor companion, you nailed it really well. The problem is with these spaces, again, like a stadium or like a theme park or cruise ship or airport, whatever, they have limited capacity. They cannot fill more people in. So they have to basically increase the LTV, the lifetime value of each of their customers, which they can do by increasing price, or by increasing the experience. I think that is like really summarizing it pretty well.
Yeah, and imagine most of the time they have all those services already.
Yeah,
but we are unable to see it, or too lazy.
Nobody cares.
So exactly, and now we can access those amazing services. So we take so much value of what is already created, and yeah, it's very, very promising. And then again, this becomes the companion device. And the thing is, this is not made for the AI era, right? It's in my pocket. It doesn't know what I know. It doesn't. It doesn't see what I see. It doesn't see what I do. So that's why I think this is.
Yeah.
That's an AI device, right? That's giving more context, and it's more easy to interact with digital solutions, content, and information. So that's why I think that's the next big thing, and that's where we should focus on.
Yes. And now I want to transition into the next case, which is also very, very interesting, because it solves a lot of frustration, to be honest. Like, think about last time when you started a new job and you have to learn a complex process. Like, there's just a bunch of like hundreds of PDF manuals, or like some physical paper, some YouTube videos. You have kind of like your phone here. You have to do something like this. And it just gets really, really messy. The knowledge is like all over the place. And you make very expensive mistakes. And this is like something where there's a lot of pain in businesses right now. Like B2B onboarding, of course, is a pain in the ass, but also B2C customer experience. Again, this is a very broad thing. And the case I'm talking about is AI-guided usage and training. I think this can be also really interesting to evaluate with these glasses, because it's already a very proven case for XR and VR devices already. But now you just have the pretty much same use case, just in a much thinner form factor. I would say this is
in a
one
different part of the lifetime or customer journey. So the XR training is before, right?
Mhm.
Before you enter the premises, before you even start working and you got trained, you get better. So when you come in, you're more efficient. But you're not there yet. And now where this comes, sorry, different ones, but where those come more impactful is at the premises. So I'm at this facility, I'm doing my job, and now it tells me, oh, stop, you forgot this, do this. It takes pictures, it can see, can do quality.
It sees what you see, and that's the big thing.
Exactly. So it gives me step by step while I'm actually doing it. So it comes in at a later stage. That's maybe the better words in journey. So it comes in at a later stage, and it's a daily companion, and it can adjust, can adapt to different conditions. It can also help me to maintain quality assurance, to see, to detect via those captured data, detect efficiency increased potentials, and so you can simulate or run simulations based on those data to optimize things, can make things more easy, can also figure out if you're getting tired and so on, because right. So it can help you a lot. But that's B2B. But there's also the B2C thing, right? Let's imagine you have a washing machine and it breaks. So what I'm doing,
Yeah.
I either call my wife. Yeah, I cry. I ask my wife if she can help me, or then I phone up someone, right? I phone up someone, and they don't do shit. They can't see what I see. I'm going to fail in describing what's to do. But now I have those. So I either can call them and share what I see, or the next step in evolution, it can detect what's wrong and gives me a step-by-step guidance. Push this button, take this out, do this, do this, do this. So I can fix things, and the company benefits from the even larger scale, right? Because it's fully automated. But also, I'm having a Vorwerk, so it's a kitchen appliance tool that helps me cook stuff better, and it's always a step-by-step thing. So put this in, then do next stuff. And it's really, I have to look, I have to push next thing, and it doesn't know if I did it right. So now it's so much easier. Or imagine just simple cooking. It sees that the water is boiling. So next step, put the noodle or the pasta in there.
Exactly.
Right? Next step, then start to I don't know, cut your vegetables, whatever you do. But it's a step-by-step guide while you're on the task. And that's so interesting.
And it applies to like literally everything. Like this can be so many things. Like it's really like your creativity. We had some people also build this for like IKEA manuals, for example, because again, the glasses see it and they're like, hey, take this thing, put it here, and then somebody, and again, you know, if you build an IKEA furniture, they all look the fucking same. So you have like no idea, and then you build the whole thing wrong, and you're like, oh, this doesn't look like it.
You can detect it, right? You're almost done, and then you realize you've put something wrong. So it can warn you, it can help you. And the good thing is, you can reach a certain value without any displays yet. So you don't need to see anything by allowing the device seeing what you're seeing, and then telling you what to do or warning you. It's so powerful already. Obviously, in the future, when you see something, it will help. And maybe we have a use case later where we can discuss that. But that is already so powerful. And it applies, again, like the visitor companion. This one, it goes so deep into like anything. I can't even think of an industry where this wouldn't help.
Exactly.
And
you literally go to almost any company, be like, hey, this is how it can help you.
And in any aspect, sports, like private things, like it's going to be B2C, it's going to be D2C, it's going to be B2B2C, it's going to be B2B, and it's going to be everywhere. It's so powerful. Yeah, amazing use case you came up with here. I think that's something we also want to focus on. It's a step-by-step training companion or whatever you call it. You get the concept, and I guess the audience as well. It's amazing.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is also
And
something I'm very passionate about, to just like see
the
how
market
can
is huge, right? For your for your developer economy, like every client, they can think of an idea and approach them, and it's valuable by definition. And you can calculate an return on investment or whatever, but you see the benefit. So, and that is sometimes difficult when we look back to the XR industry and stuff like this. So, but now, this one is it's a really, really good one.
Cool. So yeah, again, I think that nobody will disagree with that training manuals and everything can be improved massively with like having real-time information, the glasses see what you see, etc. So the third, and for now, again, I think like if you guys put us, if we like in a, I don't know, podcast show, live stream for like 10 hours, we can have like 100 use cases we could talk about. I want to limit it to 3 right now, but again, like if you guys like it, let us know. We can do more of these. I have more ideas than capable of putting in a 1-hour stream, and Camille is the same. But for the last one, I want to kind of address this, because this is something, again, you're like hardcore passionate about it. Like you were like, dude, I want to have this case. I want to really talk about this case, and I would love to see what you think about that, because I think that is also very, very native to like many things you have been doing for a long time. And that is also one thing where people are mostly stuck. Like almost everybody in quotes hates it, and almost everybody even more sucks at it. But that is like a base requirement if you want to do anything on your own, especially like in entrepreneurship, or like if you want to rank up higher. It's just fundamental, and this is AI Sales Companion, helping you to learn and improve in sales. Again, I think, Camilo, you can talk like 5 hours about this, but let us know the most important gist and how it helps in different industries. And what do you think about that?
Yeah, so that's great that you brought up this use case, because that's the first one where I say there a display really can make a difference. Because imagine you work in a consumer electronics store, right? Here in Germany or in European, there's MediaMarkt, Saturn, in France it's Curry. No, it's Knox, and UK is Currys or something like that. But you get what I'm telling. And the good thing is we do business there. So you have those salespeople. So me going in there and I want to buy a new TV. Yeah. Those people, they have an average school time or education of how to sell it and learn about those products of 1 week.
Yeah.
Right. And imagine they have new products coming in every week already. So it's difficult to give you a high-end salesperson that knows everything. But now imagine I wear glasses and they will be activated by, hey, how can I help you? Rather than saying, hey, Siri, hey, Alexa, hey, Meta, like, hey, how can I help you? And you then, obviously, the first thing you say, I'm here for TV. And now the first question the AI thinks is best for me to ask you to start the sales process is showing me the next question. So maybe what kind of TV, how big, how much you watching. So it then guides me through the sales process, right? And takes the requirements you articulate or you tell me, and takes that into consideration and optimizes the sales, right? And even to your needs. So I'm much more informed about the whole product range, the capabilities that tailor your needs. So the overall outcome is a win-win. I'm providing a better service to you. I feel more confident. You get the better product. The company behind it can also detect cross-sell opportunities, or detect, okay, if he buys a TV, make sure he has batteries or something like that, right? So it's a
That's just
huge
for retail.
potential.
I mean, that is like one
That's
tiny
one,
little
that's one little
out of
thing,
like
right?
so
Imagine
many
that
ones. Yeah.
every salesperson, like insurance companies, and there are so many different insurance factors, even for one single, like a car insurance, or like so many aspects. As a salesperson, you can't have them all in your head, and they're gonna adjust, and policy adjusts, and terms adjust. So, and you cannot answer every single question, but just by knowing it. So it will help you a lot, and the data that is collected. So they see, okay, that's where the demand is shifting. That are the questions that people are concerned about. So they can take that and work with that again and optimize their products or the salespersons, the training. It applies to basically, again, every single time where someone is in touch with a real person that has a question. It's basically sales and service, right? It's not only always sales, it's also service. If I'm someone who helping you or working at an airport, again, recent example we already had, I can guide you, I can help you, I get information. Yeah, I see your next flight. Let me check. It's coming. Yeah, it's the gate changed there, and so it can already provide so much value. But here, I guess the display is important, because if I now get everything via the mic,
Yeah, that's
the
annoying. It breaks
audio,
the flow.
it breaks the whole, like. But seeing it and make it like give me the next question or the answer, that helps me, and that's where I think it's a perfect use case to step into the next phase of glasses where we have a display. And I guess we're gonna have both. Like, we're gonna have glasses without a display for a long time, because if they already serve a great value, they're gonna be cheaper, lighter, whatever. Then we have the more premium versions with a display, and in one fancy feature we have everything combined in one thing, and it's cool. But for now, it's a 2D display. It's already so powerful. It's so powerful.
It's having the information already. Exactly.
Yeah. So a great use case again, because in the sales and service industry, it applies B2C, B2B, B2.
And the thing is, like, I mean, the crazy part about this is, like, if you show a company owner or somebody in any type of business that you will help them to increase sales, like, you don't need to make any offer. Like, they just throw the deal at you. Like, they will chase you, because it's just like, there's not a company that does not want to make more sales, like, period. So if you figure that out, like, how do you apply these the new technology and show these companies, hey, this is how we can help you, or this is how our product can help you, for example, increasing sales or increasing efficiency or improving the sales training or any of that stuff. Like, that is an area, again, like, every company wants more of that, and that is why there's just like an insane amount of opportunity, and it also applies to across pretty much every industry that you can think of.
Yeah, totally agree. It's even like if you're a developer, want to develop something for just for the consumers out there, you can even in negotiation guide, right? That helps you to negotiate with your kids, with your wife, with your employee, with your boss, with everything. So that is something. So there are so many. I think you can check every single vertical of the streets I mentioned before. So that's why I think it's amazing. And as you said and highlighted, that's so important if your developer economy wants to get their foot on the ground and earn money with it. Sell something that creates value, and there's to increase sales. It's powerful. It's so powerful, and yeah.
Very cool. I mean, the cool thing is also here, like, these 3 cases that we just took as an example, they are not completely random. These are like all cases that you are talking about with your customers, that they have a specific need for those. So these are like already pretty much validated and verified, and they want to invest in this, and they are lacking talent and developers and people, which is, I think, where our collaboration is just like so powerful, where, okay, we have the community, you can like choose whatever you want to build, but these are like the cases that are pretty much vetted already, with, like, in course, ready to go customers from 1SP, where Camilo is like, hey, this is the case, that is the ROI, etc. Like there's like so much support that we give you, and I would love to hear your angle on this, how you see this collaboration coming together with bridging the companies, 1SP, and then our community.
Yeah, so obviously there are two aspects. First is we can't serve them all, right? We can we're pretty good in like knowing what's possible, what not. We understand the frameworks of the toolkits and SDKs, so on. So we're really close in contact with this major platform partners, such as, for example, Meta. I just came out of a call with the B2B team on the wearable sides here. But in order to scale and to fulfill the demand, we need help, right? But under the circumstances that the knowledge that what is possible. So we know what's possible, what is not possible. We consolidate some know-how. So we need help to execute and to fulfill the demand. And the other thing is creativity. So I'm in there for maybe for too long. Sometimes I don't. I just have this planks left and right, and I in that creative.
You don't see the tree in the forest.
Sometimes yes, and I need those young, crazy minds that are not always thinking, is that scalable, is that not scalable, whatever. They like sometimes we need those fresh, crazy ideas and new talents and younger minds that I don't know. That maybe they play a game and apply a concept from there to there, and that's where also new value is created. So, and that's what we want to do. And we want to. That's why we want to work with you. We see tremendous potential in connecting the customers to your partners, right, and run it together, because we have all those big clients. They need certifications. They need like a company that can pre-finance stuff and has critical limits and blah blah blah. So you have to apply.
Yeah, it's very difficult to work with a big company.
Exactly, right? And yeah, and we have all that. And where we need help is by executing and development and finding new, fresh ideas and being agile and committed and passionate, and yeah, that is something
where we think, exactly. I think that's like the exact transition to XSSC, where we have like very, very top talent that just brings so many interesting ideas, and I think that fresh mind, those ideas with these kind of like frameworks and guardrails can create something that is outlasting a hackathon. I think that is also one important thing, what makes us different from other hackathons. It's not that you come here to Berlin, have a good time for a weekend, and then you build something cool, and then you go home again, and everything is not the same. It should be something that can genuinely improve your career and your life by, again, like, of course, like meeting amazing people, having networking, learning a lot, learning from our mentors, from our getting feedback from our judges. All of that stuff is like,
and other stuff. Yes, we're gonna have like people from data security and privacy policy guys, and they tell you where to look out for or what you can do and what not. So make your MVP like spot on. You learn a lot, you connect a lot, not only to so it's gonna be amazing. The platform and the events this year, it's gonna be something different than all the other, and it's maybe you always refer to me, I'm there for the business platform and running the business platform, but basically your whole event is becoming more a business platform, because those MVPs become more relevant, they become more or more close to the needs, right? And then therefore, and we then want to really take those and bring them to the client and develop with your developers and hackathon participants and bring them business. So it's about fun and creativity, but it's also about business, and business for everyone, especially for those young talents that have great ideas. I just saw one here, a calorie app. Oh, amazing, right? It's a B2C thing, so go ahead, but it's amazing. I have so many friends, they are counting calories. I don't know how you do it, and like certainly sometimes we know that's much, but well, but I would forget all the time what I've. So it's helping you with that. It's so simple. It's so easy, right?
Yeah, I
Oh
think
my
that
goodness.
is
Yeah,
that is the
really
coolest part
enjoy.
actually. Nowadays with AI and like Claude Code and vibe coding tools and everything, you can just go. You really just need a good idea to build a phenomenal MVP. And with that MVP and the connections that we have, you can make a life-changing event very, very fast, actually, because you have the great idea. You can already pretty much vibe code the MVP. You can think about, okay, how does it make sense? How does it create value? How does it solve a problem? You bring it to XRCC Berlin, you get connected to Camillo and it's like massive network. And then it's like a very fast and smooth pipeline that has not been possible before.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the idea. We're working on it. We see large demand from businesses and clients, and all of them are interested. So and I think everyone in the XR business, right? You guys work on head-mounted technologies, so don't be afraid of those new form factors and the fact that it doesn't have a display and all your Unity power goes away. And no, you pretty much your whole time you build something that is head-mounted tech, has a certain interaction, and believe me, those things will get better. That we will have glasses
Yeah.
with something, right? With even maybe hand tracking and inside out and blah. So it's going to be. Who else would you rather prefer someone like an app development company or an XR developer? I would go for an XR.
Exactly.
But people
100%.
go and reach out to me. It's Camillo, I need something for this new kind of thing, and you do stuff with glasses, right? So that's a big business opportunity for you guys as well. Take it, because XR is great. But there's this ultimate device, and we come from the XR side.
Yes.
Moving forward, getting lighter,
They're
smarter.
coming together, exactly.
Exactly. And we want to have these glasses from the other side. And please come and join. Don't be afraid to look at those tracks. I think you're gonna be already by definition ahead of many other peers from other development platforms or ecosystems.
Awesome, man. Dude, thank you so much. I think that wraps it up really well. I would love to open up for a couple of minutes of questions. If you guys have any questions, we are happy, or feedback, or if you like it, if you don't like it, anything you want to throw in any of the chats. I think we are live now. Where are we live? On YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook and Instagram. We are increasing our platforms and slowly increasing the range of these live streams.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok is also coming. Yes, yeah. It's
very
step, like we talked about. But,
I want them all.
Exactly. But if you guys have any questions, just throw them in right now. We have to consider there's a slight delay of that. Super interesting. That's good to know.
Obviously, ping Dinesh, right, with your questions. We're gonna answer them all. We probably release something soon to give you more context on those. Yeah, it's really interesting, and we're very excited, and the partners as well.
Absolutely. Actually, that happened to me some weeks ago. Luckily, my brother was in town. Otherwise, I would have been clueless in distress. The glasses would have been awesome with this kind of companion. I guess it was about the visitor companion, because getting lost and everything. Probably.
Yeah, makes sense. And imagine tours or excursions, right? You're in the next new city, you want to go somewhere, they can guide you. It's so it's going to be so simple. And we have cooperation that refer. Hey, Camillo, we as a company, we can. Hey, Basti.
Thanks all. I'm very excited about the upcoming XRC, and yes, absolutely. We have a new strategy meeting coming up there.
Little insider, yeah. But yeah, always Bastian is one of the key players that matter in go-to-market activities, and having him there and his opinion will help the ecosystem as well. He has a lot of experience, and that is more important than ever these days. And yeah, happy to have him as a contributor, as almost a fan.
How would you advise going about developing for Ray-Ban Display or some superior XR glasses when there is no developer
There is, guys.
No, yes, there is.
Yeah, since I guess beginning of the year, or even at the end of last year, you have access. So go on the website
already.
Dinesh. Yeah, and please, Dinesh, share that to the community. Right, Meta is offering that, and okay, yeah, question.
I would love to know what your thoughts are about a killer app for smart glasses. Your shot.
We just talked about so many, right?
Ultimate killer app.
The ultimate killer app. Well, and so I always say it needs to be something that is like brushing your teeth. So something that you don't only do once a month or once a year, or like if you want to have a killer app, do something that you need once or twice or 3 times a day. So this calorie counter, already good, but maybe something that is more like that's for someone who wants to really get in shape or wants to track his lifestyle. But since it's not applying to everyone, but like taking notes, taking references, gathering ideas, help me with that, or negotiations, or like something like that. I would say consider that is an area I would look into. But obviously that's just D2C, right? Or developer to customer. What on a B2B side, it's how you for training, for example, that could be a killer application. So the thing you need to be looking at is how can I make it scalable? Can I build a platform so it can run by itself? So companies just get on there, can train, right, the training by themselves, and then just deploy it on your platform, and the overall infrastructure is written by you or developed by you. So maybe you always consider how can I scale it. Tailoring is good, and at the beginning that's where we go. But maybe you find a way to find a platform so you can scale it. And there's not one killer app. It's gonna be many killer apps. And I used to be very afraid of saying, there's this saying, at least in my thing, what if Google does it? What if Meta does it? Right? Yeah. So there was a flashlight app for the iPhone, and then boop, Apple did it, and the app was.
I mean, this happens a lot with AI also now.
But but recently, like you see it with OpenAI, they just quit on Sora. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a focus, and those big companies, and Bastian, you know it the best, right? When we started collaborating with you guys, I was also always afraid, and we said, Camillo, that's not our thing. We want to build a platform, the ecosystem, and then let the developers do it. And that's pretty much. I have to give credit to Meta. They don't steal your ideas; they give you the platform to leverage and to build your ideas on. So. Also, don't be afraid. There are going to be many killer apps. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds fantastic. And I think now, again, the barrier to entrance is just like significantly lower. You don't need to know hardcore iOS development or any of that stuff. You can learn and build all of these things in Cloud Codes or any other LLM so easily. So I think now really creativity.
To be honest, that's what we do, right? We don't have I don't want to have native iOS Android developers doing that. I asked my team, use what's that, letters, and I have to. Maybe Chris is going to, our CTO is going to be a mentor, right? But he also wants to show you how to leverage easily to develop that new language, as you call it. So don't be afraid. If you're a Unity expert, it doesn't matter. You're smart enough, you know how to develop. And now I just came off the phone with Chris today, our CTO, and asked him, hey, we're building an application for a major brand in the automotive sector. And I said, hey, how is things doing? And he tested 3 different AIs, and they all pretty much are working the same. Like, it's not a huge difference. There's some hype to one AI more than others, so that's okay. But they basically do all the jobs. It's the same amount of ability. And he never used that development language, and he was able to develop an app for that kind of client that is really working. So you guys are well prepared for this era and for this new device category.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I can also speak for myself. Typically, or originally, I was a Unity developer, so I know C# and some other languages, but not native iOS. And I built an iOS app on my iPhone connecting to these glasses in like 2 hours. And by the way, fun fact, it was also a calorie tracker. So you take the glass, you make a snapshot, you get a calorie tracker. But the cool thing is this was then synchronized into my Notion in a database.
Yeah.
So I can like collect all of these things. And I just built it in a few hours. I mean, that's kind of like a new.
But you have to takes a calorie. Like when you eat an apple, you need to be aware and tell the AI.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how I want.
That's gonna be at someday, right? They run constantly if you want them to, and then it does it by itself. But yeah, it's already, the use case is amazing, right? I totally get it. There are so many cool use cases. I mean, look into the blue-collared industry, like trade workers, right? I mean, even without a display, I can say, okay, this wall is 2 by 4 meters. I just took the measure, please. I don't want to write it down, so I say that to my AI. It takes a note, and then I say, well, give me 3 different images of this wall in different colors or different material, wooden, or whatever, stone, and something else. And because you have a display, it's on your phone, right? Your phone is your companion. So those images, those notes are on your phone. It's amazing.
So where do you think the line between helpful guidance and too much noise in smart glasses UX? I think the good thing is, like, at least at the moment, the display is pretty small, so it's not gonna be like occupying your vision, which is good. But yeah, I mean, that's a very, very, very important thing. You have to be very mindful. But the cool thing is it's the same with XR. It's not different from any other medium, to be honest. You don't want to blast noise on the phone. You don't want to blast noise on XR. So you also don't want to blast noise on the AI glasses. So I think it applies to every technology.
And it's so fair. The question is really good, and it shows the potential. We don't know. We need to fine tune and see where the sweet spot is. But that's where you come in, right? You're probably one of the first that is taking that challenge and is thinking about it, and it's finding a way. So you're already ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes it so exciting, like being in this space, because we are like all pioneering this new space. Like there's not much, there's not a app store, nothing. Like these things just came out a couple of months ago, and now everybody's cooking with new glasses. Like, again, just like you mentioned, like all major companies are like going into the market right now. So like a massive new opportunity at the moment, and nobody has figured that out yet.
And sometimes, again, there are so simple use cases, but just leveraging without
stuff. Right? Always.
So, for example, I have a car that has an app. Ask me how often I use it. I say never. So few occasions I really use because I'm lazy. Activate. So, but just by connecting the application to this, so I can say, hey, turn on the heater, turn on the air condition. Already increases engagement with that solution. So just by taking or going out there, try to develop it, understand the underlying framework, how it works, and basically it's just an external camera, mic, and speaker. So, and there are obviously now it's Meta, but again, Apple's coming, Samsung, Google, and so it's so exciting. Now is the time to start and to get a head start.
Yeah, absolutely.
One more question.
What AR glasses would you recommend to buy to start playing with as a start?
I wouldn't buy AR glasses. Smart glasses. I would really go for smart glasses. Maybe that's something I'm like too picky about. But yeah, AR glasses, no. Smart glasses, that's the scale. And to be honest, today Meta. There are others, But yeah, today Meta, because they have the largest scale. They are out there already. They're pretty well made, and yeah, they have great performance. So I would say Meta. And if you really mean AR glasses, I would
Then
probably
wait for the
wait for
Snap
the
for AR glasses. And then wait for the
Snap,
Snap.
exactly. Snap glass spectacles, the consumer version that's
Yeah.
supposed to come out in
These specs,
Q3, I
very
guess.
looking forward for these Snap specs coming out
Yeah.
sometime this year. I don't know exactly.
And they always come out in the last quarter, right?
Yeah.
Like Christmas. So that's my prediction, but let's see. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Yeah, Snap is.
They're also
I heard
cooking.
rumors.
Yeah.
I heard rumors, and they, like everyone who tested them, says they are going to be amazing. There are others coming, right? Google is coming. Xreal Project Aura, supposed to be great. 70 degrees of field of view. So yeah, the AR glasses are coming as well, but I would really say go for smart glasses now as well. And I consider those, because what I heard about spectacles, they don't have. They apply for me as smart glasses on steroids. So yeah.
Cool. All right, guys.
But it doesn't matter, right? Start with Meta today, and then do a copy of that for the different new platforms. So that's
super simple,
right? So there are gonna be many of them, but just start. And I would say today the best one is Meta. Go to the website. Maybe Dinesh, you can share it on your channel, how to get there, and yeah, ask questions.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Camilo. It was super nice having you here. Again, looking forward to many more streams, many more cool things coming up. Again, if you guys want to know about business, talk to this guy. I mean, the cool thing is like the 1SP team is also going to be supporting XRCC with mentorship and
we want to bring clients, right? Yeah, potential clients, big companies.
Exciting. Exactly.
Yeah. So looking forward to meet you in person. Hopefully we talk soon, go into some concepts, and then do wonderful things on those devices. Thank you, Dinesh, for the platform.
Thank you so much, everyone, and see you soon. Bye-bye.